Welcome to our YouTube channel, where today we're going to explore the fascinating history of the United States and the indigenous peoples who lived in the region long before its discovery by European explorers. The story of the USA is a rich tapestry of events, cultures, and struggles. So let's dive right in. The indigenous peoples of North America. Long before the arrival of Europeans, the North American continent was home to a diverse array of indigenous peoples. These groups had developed unique cultures, languages, and societies over thousands of years. Some of the well-known indigenous groups include the Cherokee, Navajo, Apache, Sioux, and many others. Each had their own traditions, spiritual beliefs, and ways of life. The arrival of European explorers. In the late 15th century, European explorers began their voyages to the New World. Christopher Columbus in 1492 is often credited with discovering America, although it was already inhabited. Subsequent explorers such as John Cabot, Hernan Cortez, and Francisco Pizarro followed, establishing colonies and trading networks. The establishment of the 13 colonies. Fast forward to the 17th century, we see the formation of the 13 British colonies along the Atlantic coast. These colonies, including Virginia, Massachusetts, and New York, were established for various reasons such as economic opportunity, religious freedom, and adventure. Over time, they grew and developed their own unique identities. The impact on indigenous peoples. The arrival of European settlers brought significant changes to the lives of indigenous peoples. Conflict, disease, and the encroachment of European settlements led to a decline in native populations. Many indigenous communities were displaced from their ancestral lands, and their way of life was forever altered. The American Revolution and the birth of the USA. The American Revolution in the late 18th century was a turning point in the history of the region. The 13 colonies, frustrated by British rule and inspired by ideas of independence and self-governance, declared their independence in 1776. The United States of America was born, and it would go on to become a unique experiment in democracy. Westward expansion. As the USA expanded westward, indigenous peoples continued to be impacted by the relentless westward march of settlers. This period, often referred to as the era of manifest destiny, saw the forced removal and relocation of many native communities, including the tragic Trail of Tears. Indigenous peoples today. Today, indigenous peoples in the United States continue to maintain their rich cultural traditions and are striving for recognition and justice. There are over 500 recognized tribes with distinct languages and cultures, and they play an important role in the country's diverse mosaic. Conclusion. The story of the United States is not just about its formation and growth, but also about the complex and often painful relationship between European settlers and indigenous peoples. Understanding this history is crucial to appreciate the nation's past and to work towards a more equitable and inclusive future.